Hello, lovely people. Hope you're all doing great. I had taken a break. I was on vacation, my whole family, and we spent some nice time together. But because of Corona, not much traveling, but we did do a little bit of exploring here and there around the city, and it's really refreshed me, and it's given me a lot of new energy. So, with that new energy, today I wanted to talk about what can you do if you want to do something extra in life. So many of us, especially after this pandemic has set in, many of us keep thinking about, okay, can I do some kind of an additional career? Can I have kind of a plan B, kind of a backup, so that even many people who lose their jobs these days, they try to have some kind of a backup, so that seems to be helping them a lot. And so it's more of interest and curiosity, but also a little bit of worry. What happens if I'm not able to sustain in this particular job? Then maybe I should think of a plan B. So people keep getting these kind of thoughts, and now it has become very popular to think about an alternative career, or let me say an additional career. So if you have been thinking about starting something, if you have been thinking about, maybe it's time to think of something else, then I have some suggestions for you. Maybe you have to first answer these questions, and if you answer these questions, it will automatically lead you to the final answer that you are expecting. Let me start with the first one. First question is, what is a job that would really excite you? So, some kind of a job that would be like, okay, every morning you want to wake up just because you want to do that particular thing, and something that always excites you, that always makes you feel very happy. So, what is that kind of a job? What is that one particular job? That is what you need to find out first. Because if you're looking at an additional career or an alternative career, and you're trying to break from what is existing, it's not very easy. If that's going to be like really boring and it's going to be very cliched, it's not going to be very easy for you. You have to feel really excited about doing one particular thing. So start with first thinking about what is that particular thing that would really excite you and really make you happy. And then the next thing is, what is your core skill? So everybody has some kind of a core skill. Some are very good at cooking, some are very good at dancing, some are very good at singing, teaching, soft skills, some are very good at finance. So what is that core skill that you're really very good at? Most of the time, if one and two are matching, that is, if you're very passionate about something and if that is your core skill, then nothing like it. Or if you're very passionate about doing something but it does not match at all with your core skill, but you have a little bit of skill in that direction, yeah, then maybe give it a shot. You don't have to be 100% in everything, but do a trade off. So make a list of the things that excite you the most, and make a list of your core skills and try to match. So whichever is the best combination, I think that should be your that should be the top on your list. That particular thing would really be like, okay, the core skill matches with the work that excites me. So yeah, that should be the first thing on your list. The next question is, so now that you have identified what to do you have some kind of an education or a degree, or some kind of an experience on this particular topic? Like, let's say for example, you're very excited about singing. So do you have some kind of a certification course that you have done, or do you have some kind of experience? Have you learned it? So it need not be always a very formal degree certification, right? So now a lot of alternate careers are coming up, and people are really looking more at the kind of experience that you have, how good you are at a particular thing, rather than looking at your certificates. So if you are not really like into a college degree or something, but even then, if you've got the experience on that particular topic, then yes, that should be good enough for you to start with. But of course, you can add on good certifications and you can add on good exposure to yourself, to your profile, by taking up some courses or doing some certifications. But that, just because you don't have a certification, that doesn't mean you can't even get started. So don't let that be a blocker to get started. But once you start, just keep adding up and keep building yourself a good profile, would be my recommendation. The next question would be to understand, in case you don't have a degree, in case you don't have the experience, but you're really passionate about something, never think you're old. Never think, oh, I don't even know this, but I have the passion, but just because I don't know, I can't do it. No, not at all. Maybe if you today identify that you're very good at a particular topic, but you don't have the experience and you don't have the degree or certification, then maybe it's a good time to get started. You don't have to start making a revenue out of this right at the beginning. Maybe you can invest some time and money on yourself, maybe 1 year, 2 years, to learn more in detail about that particular topic, and then you can start doing that as an additional career or as a venture. So it starts with the learning process, and then you convert that into a career process. So maybe then immediately start working on learning that particular thing, and then later I'm sure you'll figure out how to generate a revenue, or make a business out of that thing. And then you should also think about what type of environment you want to work in. So if you are like you're a homemaker, and you're really desperate about going into a corporate environment, then yeah, think about that. Or if you think, okay, I have a 9 to 5 job, but I want to do something in the evenings, just at home, just being self-employed, just taking 1 or 2 hours of time for this particular topic, then please put that also on the paper, because it's also a very important thing. It plays a key role in your decision making. So if you are looking at a career which is like extremely demanding, if for example you're thinking about, okay, I will invest in the share market and I will be a short term trader, so it means that almost every day you're going to be trading from 9 to 3, 9:30 to 3:30, and you also have a full time job, then that might not work, right? So you have to make an alternate plan. So it's better to think about what will be the time demand, and what will be the location based demand, so you can have all these things also on the paper, so that it's easier for you to make the plan. And once you have the answer for all these things, you clearly have a business idea, or you clearly have an additional career idea on the paper. So the end result of all these questions will be the final answer, the magic answer that you're expecting. So once you have the magic answer, you might ask me, but what about money? Plays a big role. Yes, I agree, it does play a big role, but these questions are more about your passion, and how your passion is actually going to go hand in hand with your core skills. So we are going to address your core skills, we are going to address your passion, and we are going to address about how you want to build a business model out of this with these questions. So once you answer these questions, I'm sure the revenue part will automatically fall into place. And even if it is not falling into place right away, you're doing something that you're passionate about, you're doing something that's based on your core skill. So these are like the best combination. Okay, this is like I would say chocolate ice cream with some good topping. I can't imagine a better combination. Some nice nuts topping on a chocolate ice cream. It's that kind of a superb combination. Passion plus core skills. So once these two things fall into place, money will automatically fall into place. So you don't have to have that as the key constraint or key consideration at this point of time. So what are you waiting for? Get started. I'm sure you've always been thinking about this additional career, always been having some doubts and questions about, will it work? Oh, what should I do? Well, this is the time. Get the answers, put them on the paper, and you will have your golden answer at the end of the paper. What are you waiting for? Get started right away. Keep listening to the Speaker Mama. This is the voice of an Indian mother.